But look at what law association get, Archie. Run it.
So that is why I want to hear nothing from them. And they will not goad me into making any comment about the Attorney General or that matter so that they could go to the court and say the Prime Minister say. And this attempt of trying to get people to talk out of turn or to try to create dust where none exist is to benefit the friends in Florida for the same objective, that there be no trial and that there be a technicality. Their position from day one is that there ought to be no trial in the court. So we are far apart on this. And as for the Law Association, the only thing I'm concerned about, who in this country has the opportunity to pass a vote of no confidence in the Law Association? Because I want to vote.
Well, very interesting. Rowley, you are far apart that there was no case, that the fellas in the airport, Piaco inquiry, Piaco 1 case and so on, they've said and they were saying that there's no case to answer, and you and your government are far apart from that. You find there's a case to answer and they must answer. Rowley, I feel you are suffering from dementia. Rowley, the man who made the submissions back in 2004, 2005 that got the 21 charges dismissed, the man who made the no-case submission on behalf of the same people you are now attacking in your press conference is your Attorney General, Reginald Armour. He made the no-case submission and all 21 charges were dropped. Even then, Chief Magistrate McNichols listened to Armour, agreed with Armour, and dismissed the charges. What came up after that was 8 more charges that came from a different place. And then came the political interference of John Jeremy PNM Attorney General. And that was now thrown out in the Privy Council because of political interference, reprehensible conduct, and woeful conflict of interest. Rowley, you are such an idiot. Your Attorney General now is the man who was the spearhead, who made the arguments to get a no-case submission agreed to. And 21 charges were dropped. Rowley, you're so lazy you don't read. And you're such a liar you don't understand. And your memory bad and you don't remember what you said when you didn't say it. And you just make yourself sound more and more dotish, Rowley. And just so you attack the Law Association. But it's good for Sophia Chote and them. Because you want to play games and you don't want to live up to your responsibility. And when you protect this disgusting human, you try to protect him as best as you can. But when you're forced to do your duty because you have to follow some sort of constitution, some sort of document, you have to do what you have to do. He attacks you. It's good for you, Sophia Chote and the Law Association. But look what Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj had to say about the Law Association while Rowley, the Prime Minister, attacks the Law Association. Run it.
If members of Parliament raise things in Parliament, it can appear as if they're interfering with the separation of powers. And that is why you have a law association. The Law Association is supposed to be a very powerful organization taking up the problems on legal issues and keeping the judicial arm of the state in check. The Law Association of the country really should be a mouthpiece for the population if they have to take up anything which affects the administration of justice. So really and truly, this may be a time in the history where you need a very strong law association, but you also need a very strong legal profession. I'm going to say something now that it may be very controversial. Lawyers play a very important role in ensuring the rule of law is upheld, democracy is maintained. Lawyers supposed to be a kind of guardian of society, to take up important matters, to criticize the government of the day, and to be prepared to make sacrifices. And that is why in the olden days you had probably many more lawyers getting involved in activities. I remember when I was a younger lawyer, I went all over the country, giving speeches, marching. I marched from Cedras to Port of Spain, all sorts of things. I see that the legal profession should be more proactive in protecting the public and in taking up the rights of the people.
And that's what you need, a strong law association. But our law association, since Rowley has become Prime Minister, has been silent. They've been quiet. Imagine a prime minister finds himself by the office of the president at the exact same time that a merit list had been delivered, completed, and delivered to Her Excellency the President. The President, by Section 123(4), has a duty, no discretion whatsoever, to send that list onward to Parliament. Rowley spoke to her, whispered in her ears, and she then encouraged another public servant, the then chairman of the Police Service Commission, Bliss C. Prasad, to withdraw a list, breaching the Constitution, breaching the law. The Law Association stayed silent as the UNC and Kamala Persad-Bissessar called the Electoral College and were told we're not debating. Our rights were abused, mics were muted. Independent senators didn't want to hear debate. They just wanted to vote. A lady who was sitting as an independent senator voted on an issue involving her sister. And the Law Association stayed silent. The Newsday now recently just wrote an editorial explaining what a conflict of interest was based on the 1923 case, that even a slither of an appearance of conflict of interest is enough to quash a conviction. But they didn't say that when an independent senator sat in the Electoral College and said, hey, voted on a matter involving her sister. Where was the Law Association? What did they say? When the former Attorney General came out and he admitted, he signed, negotiated and signed an indemnity with a senior counsel who is now a witness in a criminal proceeding. The Law Association said nothing.